Everybody ready? We'll continue with offensive coordinator Jake Spavital. Questions for Coach? Start on the right side with Gabe.
Jake, what did Kyle show you when he came in? And with a big lead against an FCS team, I get all that, but going 6 for 6, what did he show you, and how realistic are his chances to start on Saturday?
I thought he did pretty good. I gave him one opportunity to go with the one offensive line before we started pulling them, and I told him on the first play we were going to take a shot, and he went out there and cut it loose, and he scored in 3 plays, and the rest of the time he was just pretty much managing the clock and had an 8-minute drive and ran the clock out. But again, he's getting better each week. You can see that his confidence is building back, and I think he's ready to get back to work and have a good week of preparation.
Go to the back, Daryl.
Obviously, things don't look like they're going to be real easy on Saturday to move the football against that Vanderbilt defense that just seems to be getting better and better each week.
Yeah, Coach Mason's done a great job. Just from watching the tape and the energy and the effort that these kids play for Vanderbilt is pretty impressive. And, you got to give them a lot of credit where they stand. They do a great job in terms of playing sound defense and putting their team in position to win each week. And you got to give a lot of credit to Coach Mason and how that defense is playing for Vandy.
Up front here, Zach.
Talked a little bit about Kyle's performance on Saturday. What did you see from Kyler and what he did?
Kyler, he's getting better each week. He is. What we did, the focus was that he has got to get out there and play a complete game as a quarterback. And I really focused in on him, just saying I don't want to see you just running around all the time, because we know you're a talented player, and I want you to see that sit back in the pocket. I want you to operate the offense, and I thought he did a good job. He, we did a mixture of things from run game to screen game to quick game, to throwing on the run, to deep shots, to intermediate routes. We had a wide range of offense, and for the most part, he's still young. That's his 3rd start, and he did a lot of positives out of the game. The negatives from it, he's going to learn, and he's just going to keep moving forward with it. But overall, I thought he played pretty good.
Right side, Gabe.
Just clarity, Jake, you did tell him not to run. You were specifically using this sort of to work on
in a
things.
way. Like I wanted him to work on going through his progressions. I wanted him to just, not revert to his athletic ability, and I called a lot of progression plays, and there's times where he got all the way through, and there's times that he escaped out at time and did his thing. But overall, I thought he did pretty good with just sitting there in the pocket and distributing it when he needed to.
Up front, Brent.
I know Trey Carson, going into the season was going to carry the workload, but did you anticipate he'd be closing in on 1,000 yards at this point either?
Not really. With James being out, he had to step up his play, and he got a lot more touches. But, I talked to Trey before the game. I was like, we're going to get your touches early, so let's set the tone. And he went out there and did a great job. Played him a little bit longer than we wanted to, but, I think Trey's been doing a fantastic job for us, and he's setting the tone for us offensively. And hopefully he can get that 1,000 yards, because that's a great accomplishment for that kid.
Stay in the back, Colin.
Hey, Coach, you mentioned Vandy's defense. They're 4th in the nation in the red zone. What do they do down there to kind of tighten things up from what you've seen on film?
They just play sound, and they play very hard. And, you just watch with the effort that they play, it makes up for a lot of things. And Coach Mason's done a great job everywhere he's been with defense. And, that's something that we've struggled with offensively, is finishing. And, we're going to go have a week of preparation, and we're going to try to go out there and do the best we can versus Vandy.
On the left side, Cease.
Jake, when you break down certain plays when Kyler delivers the ball low or overthrows, is his size a problem with the big lineman, and maybe he doesn't find the lane on those plays?
No, I wouldn't say that. We've deepened him back in the pocket. You can look at a lot of successful quarterbacks, from Drew Brees to Russell Wilson, and even Johnny. They're undersized, and they still find ways to make it happen. And I think Kyler, what he's done throughout his high school career and what you've seen him do so far this year, I think he's going to be a special player, and he'll find a way to get it done.
Left side in the back, KO.
Coach, we're real deep into the season. What do you see that still needs to be worked on, and what do you see that's working the best specifically?
Yeah, we got to continue to keep getting better, and it's not just the quarterback position; it's all positions. We need to play a complete game all around. Especially up front. In terms of just, I think they've been doing a great job, but I think we need to protect better. I think we need to make those contested catches out on the perimeter. We need to be more accurate with the ball. That just shows, I think, the best teams across the country are the ones that continually improve each week. And right now, I think that Trey Carson is our most consistent player, and you got to put a lot of the game plan on his shoulders, to get it going. So you really rely on that offensive line and that running attack to get it going. So that's the emphasis we started with, and I still think that's one of our stronger points right now.
Standing in the back, Daryl.
Coming off the suspension, do you, I'm sure, hope that Speedy and Josh really come out hungry against Vanderbilt? Because you could certainly use that ability to be able to get the ball in the end zone.
I hope so. I hope they're very hungry and motivated. They made a mistake, they learned from it, and I think they're ready to get back out there and play. They both have been making strides each week, and I think they're ready to get out there and just get out there and play football again. So I'm excited for them to be out there, and I know they're excited to be back as well.
In the front right, Kate.
You mentioned that you backed Kyler up in the pocket or in shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
How far back, and have you ever done that before?
I've never done that before, and I actually learned that from the Seattle Seahawks, how they back Russell Wilson back about a yard. But we put Kyler at 6 yards, which, that it doesn't change anything for him. It's just he's a little bit deeper and gets more of a vision of the field.
Anything else for Coach Spavital? On the right side, Olin.
Jake, was the decision to bring in Kyle, did it have anything to do with y'all feeling like Kyler wasn't playing well?
No. The hardest decision was who we were going to put in, if it was going to be Jake or Kyle. And, they've been rotating back and forth, and we just decided Friday that Kyle would be the first guy in when it was necessary to put in the backup quarterback. But I thought Kyler did, had 3 great quarters, and he got a lot of quality reps, and I thought he got better as a quarterback in this game.
Left side.
We mentioned the Vanderbilt defense. What's the key to establishing the run game against the Commodores?
The key, they do get very multiple in their fronts. You'll see a mixture. They don't change personnel, and you'll see a mixture of all sorts of fronts, from 3 down to double eagle to 4 down fronts. We've got to communicate clearly. We've got to be alert, and we have to react on the run and make sure that we're communicating efficiently without the front 5, so we can get it all passed off correctly.
Anything else for Coach Spavital? All right, thank you for your time.
All right.